Hey everybody, it's Adam. Adam Incrediberry, aka the BERRYO my, aka the white trash liberal, aka the outspoken introvert. I need to discuss something with y'all. A PSA, if you will. Recently, I posted a TikTok of myself putting a decal on the back window of my son's car. He wanted it, he picked it out, and I liked it so much, I got me one and I put it on my truck too. Now, just to be clear, the E is for the Human Rights Campaign, handicapped people for the Q, the LGBTQ plus community for the A, Black Lives Matter for the L, and women's rights for the T. Now, as you can see, I'm not any one of those marginalized groups. Neither is my son. But we both believe that every single person in this great nation deserves to be happy and equal. So far, there's roughly 1,000 comments on that video, and I want to say 85 to 90% of them are positive. But them negative ones, woo boy. There hasn't been one negative comment on there that is not just full of rage and fury and animosity. They just can't just disagree. They gotta let you know just how wrong I am and how I'll get to it. I mean, the bitterness ran the gamut from I cut your son out of the wheel and disown him if I was you, to, well, it says son, but I think you mean daughter, to I hope a brick gets thrown through his window, to I hope I see your son driving so I can run him off the road and make him crash. I hope his tires get slashed. I hope he gets the shit beat out of him. Now, there's been one constant through every single one of these videos. Every single one of these comments. Every single negative comment, there's been one constant. Every single one of them has been by a white male. Yes, a white male. Now, I can't be 100% sure that they're all white dudes, but I can take a guess because, it's a very easy, educated guess. You can look at the profile picture and the name, or if they don't have a profile picture, some of them just have their regular name, like Gary Jenkins or David Hale, or their profile picture or their username. I have something in the 1776 Patriot, Trump's America, shit like that. So, it's very easy to deduce that it's all roughly the same people. So listen up, white guys, white dudes, you bland tater salads, you unlabeled jars of mayonnaise, you fragile Caucasian dicks. Why would you even think it's remotely acceptable to want something to happen to a 16-year-old just because you don't like a decal on his car? Why does it scare you so bad at the thought of people not being held back by society over something they cannot change, that your automatic response is to insult, harass, and threaten? When I see the way that white men go into hatred overdrive at some sort of imaginary oppression, it can make me start hating white dudes. And I'm a white dude. Y'all say that critical race theory will make people make white people hate white people. We don't need critical race theory to do that. Y'all do a damn good job of it yourselves. I mean, just look at y'all. Just hanging on the top rung of the ladder. Just kicking everybody. Just kicking everybody who's trying to climb up because you don't want to share anything. What? Let me guess. You just don't want it shoved in your faces. That's hilarious coming from the people whose homes, vehicles, and bodies are covered in Trump gear. Every day it's a different MAGA shirt. You got 17 stickers on your back window, 48 flags, but you don't want anything shoved in your face. Wait. Let me guess. I'm just worried about my little girls being molested in bathrooms. Let me tell you something, Gary. That means it's a straight man. That's not a trans problem. That's a straight man pervert problem. And why aren't you worried about your sons? You're threatening mine, but you're not even worried about yours. I mean, if a man wanted to molest a little boy in the bathroom, he's always had free reign. Why are you worried about straight men perverts and your daughters, but with your sons, you're just like, walk it off? And once again, it's a straight man pervert problem, not a trans person problem. Wait. Let me guess. I don't mind equal rights, but these freaks want special rights. What the fuck is so special about wanting to be treated as a person, to be treated the same as everybody else? What's so special about that? That's not special rights, that's equal rights. There is no special rights wanted. They just want to be treated on the same level as everyone else. It's not special when it's the same as everyone else. Get the fuck out of here. The fact that so many of y'all are getting so mad and outraged over a teenager's decal shows that equality still isn't here and is still badly needed and deserved. The fact that y'all can say shit like this to my child just shows how far we still need to go. Are you worried you'll lose your place in the hierarchy? Is that what it is? Are you're not giving a damn thing up, you're just welcoming other people to the table. There's still plenty to eat. Why are you so scared? Let me tell you. People of quality do not fear equality. Now, even if you don't like equality, or maybe you do, you don't like some of the groups associated with it, or maybe you just don't like vision obstructions on vehicles. Let me remind you that all this stems from people threatening my child, my son, my teenager over a decal. People saying dads like me need to be in ditches. So even if you don't agree with what the decal's saying, what right does that have for you to wish harm upon a child, a good kid, a great student, a respectful young man who always shows respect to ones who are completely disrespecting him now, even though I have taught him and raised him to show respect to them, and y'all are just treating him like shit. You have to give respect to receive respect. As long as y'all justify George Floyd being murdered by bringing up something horrible he did years ago, which was horrible, but it did not mean he deserved to die over a counterfeit bill. As long as y'all justify Breonna Taylor being murdered because she used to date a really bad guy, there's no equality. There's no equality. As long as y'all make Ashley Babbitt a martyr when she was the one doing the traitorous act, as long as y'all use the phrase, they should have just complied when talking about people of color, but not about Ashley Babbitt, there is no equality. As long as there are handicapped people still being discriminated against, as long as women are still not free to make medical choices for themselves, there is no equality. Once again, all this is because of a decal my son has on his car that has sent white men into hysteria. If y'all are this willing to intimidate a teen because he shows support for marginalized groups, then it scares the hell out of me what y'all would actually do to somebody who is a member of said group. But it shouldn't surprise me one bit that the same group of people who are perfectly okay with marginalized groups still being held back are also perfectly okay with threatening a teenager because of a $4 decal on his car. Real men don't lift themselves up by holding others down. Now, let me end on this. Keep on saying y'all are good Christian men while not doing a damn thing pertaining to the golden rule. Keep on saying I'm going to hell because I've taught my son, my children, that all people deserve love and respect and kindness. Keep on saying my child should have broken windows or broken legs or be dead. Keep on threatening my son. If you can't have the decency to treat my son respectfully, even though he doesn't believe like you, if you think it's perfectly okay to harass a child, because in this house we actually believe in equality. If you think that we're just snowflakes and that people that aren't like you don't deserve the air you breathe, well then you're gonna fuck around and find out just how big of a myth the tolerant left is. Do better, white dudes.